Good evening, people. Welcome back to another Crypto Sherpa News, where I bring you the daily crypto news. I hope you're having a fantastic Taco Tuesday and stuffing your faces with tons of tacos. Chicken, fish, el pastor. Either way, I hope you're having a great day. Lots of news to go over. I'll do my best that we don't run out of battery like yesterday's fiasco. But yeah, let's move in. Tons of news. GameStop is starting its own NFT contract. Michael Saylor defends Elon Musk. Korea's got a little strange crypto, but it is thriving. And Mark Cuban pumps Polygon. All that and more. So let's just dive right on in the articles today. If you haven't done it yet, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Alrighty, so let's take a look. Gaming retailer GameStop is building an NFT platform on Ethereum. Ooh, let's see what this article has to say. GameStop has quietly unveiled a new web portal for a non-fungible token NFT platform. We are building a team, the page declares, stating, we welcome exceptional engineers, Solidity, React Python, designers, gamers, marketers, and community leaders. If you want to join in our team, send your profile or something you've built to nfteam@gamestop.com. The exact scope of the project is unclear, though prominently featured on the page is a link to an Ethereum address, indicating that GameStop's team will use Ethereum as a technological base. The smart contract code declares game on and on and links to GameStop NFTs page and indicates the potential GameStop released NFTs or utilize Ethereum's ERC 721 standard. The code also points to a dedicated token, GME, as for intended audience, for whatever NFT offering emerges for GameStop's team. An animated image on the page states power to the players, power to the creators, power to the collectors. Yep, and yeah, that last part right there, power to the collectors. You can collect some cryptocurrencies, do it. NFTs, good luck GameStop. You're building it on an Ethereum network. You got tons of other networks out there building their own NFT platforms. I think Theta is going to be a good contender when you got who is that? Tom Brady and their NFT platform Autograph going to them. And then we got, I believe, Cardano as well working on it. So good luck, GameStop. Kudos on the NFT platform. Let's move on. Green NFT platform raises $63 million to launch music collectibles on Tezos. The Tezos-powered one-of marketplace will feature collectibles from current and legacy artists such as Whitney Houston and Quincy Jones. Oh, look at Whitney. I never listened to your music. I'm so sorry. One of a new musician-centric NFT platform based on Tezos will launch in June. The platform will feature NFTs inspired Whitney Houston, Quincy Jones, and other popular musicians. A new musician-centric marketplace for non-fungible tokens, Crypto Collectibles is coming to Tezos blockchain. In its packing process, form an array of well-known artists including John Legend, Quincy Jones, Doja Cat, and the late Whitney Houston. Announced today, the one-of NFT marketplace was founded in partnership with Jones and his Quincy Jones production firm, and will launch in June with support for credit and debit cards across more than 135 fiat currencies, along with unspecified cryptocurrencies and stablecoins. The platform will also feature NFTs from artists including TLC, HER, Cher, Puth, G-Eazy, Jacob Collier, The Kid Leroy, Arroy, and Aliso, with further musicians to come. I hope they get Drake Bell in there. I always loved Drake from Drake and Josh, and I know he was doing something with NFTs out in Colombia. No, South America. He moved down there with his wife. That's all I know. One-of has raised a 63 million seed round for the effort and will be based on Tezos proof-of-stake blockchain. Using Tezos is billed as green alternative to minting NFTs on Ethereum, which currently uses an energy-intensive proof-of-work consensus model that has estimated network-wide power consumption compared to country and Singapore via Digiconomist. The environmental impact of Ethereum has been a common criticism amidst the rise of NFTs, which are like deeds of ownership to digital items such as still images, video clips, tweets, interactive video game items. Bitcoin owns power-hungry proof-of-work model has similarly received increased scrutiny of late, with Tesla announcing this month that it will no longer accept the cryptocurrency as payment for its electric cars due to ecological impact of mining. Yeah, so energy, Elon. But hey, Elon got in the news forming that mining council with Saylors. Woo! Tezos relies on proof-of-stake model that requires no mining, which means the overall network requires significantly less power than Ethereum or Bitcoin. One of claims that Tezos uses over 2 million times less energy than proof-of-work networks like Ethereum, and the numbers match what Tezos itself has claimed as recently as March. Amidst criticism over the environmental impact of certain blockchain platforms, the green tag has shown up in more and more announcements for NFT marketplaces. For example, Legacy Magazine brand Spin has touted the eco-friendly nature of its NFT drops. One of announcements today including a quote from rapper Doja Cat about wanting to be mindful of environmental concerns as part of the reason she launches the NFT through the new platform. One of will charge artists $0 from minting fees and allow them to release low-price NFTs, even free collectibles, if they please. However, the platform will specialize in limited edition one-of-one NFT drops. One of will donate a share of revenues to either a charity chosen by each artist or an environmental cause partner. The platform will also operate an emerging artist spotlight program to help introduce lesser-known musicians to potential new fans. The 63 million seed round was led by veteran venture capitalist Bill Tai, along with Suna Said of Nemid Capital, with participation by the Tezos Foundation, Shanghi Capital, East West Ventures founder Jason Ma, and tech investor Jack Herrick. Many well-known musicians have launched their own NFT collectibles and artwork amidst 2021 surge in value and interest around the digital items, including The Weeknd, Kings of Leon, Grimes, Weezer, Snoop Dogg, MIA, and the Rolling Stones' Mick Jagger. So yeah, that article right there, quite long, but the one of marketplace is going to be showing this. Yep, that is NFT news. NFTs are great. Yeah, proof of stake. They can be used for art, digital items. I personally see NFTs being used to turn your house into a digital product where you can finally have a lease or a deed in the blockchain, turn your car into it. Who knows, when you see retail stores use NFTs as a way to store their inventories. But who knows? Blockchain technology is still in the beginning phases, and there's a lot of people working on it. So kudos, green NFT and one of. Let's move on. The NFL free agent who converts salaries to Bitcoin says other players inquire about BTC. Oh, sorry about that. I need a little sip of my sody water. Carbonated water. Just water and carbonation. No sugar. Keep that stuff away. That's a nice little artwork. Got a football player. He's all golden. Carrying the football like, yeah, I'm going to go get it. But yeah, so recently, earlier, we've heard that professional football player Sean Culkin revealed that other pros in the National Football League are demonstrating interest in Bitcoin following his decision to be paid in Bitcoin. In an interview with Fox Business, the free agent who played as a tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs for part of the 2020 season says that he's receiving inquiries from other players, the flagship crypto aspect. I've been getting a lot of questions about crypto privately from guys in the league, and we're seeing more and more teams and players getting involved. Culkin points out that concerns over currency debasement are driving the NFL players to Bitcoin. It wasn't that long ago that the only few of us knew that it was all about, but players understand firsthand that fiat currency depreciates over time, and they tend to grasp the concept of Bitcoin as a store of value right away. Bitcoin is inflationary resistant. It also offers more utility and scalability than gold due to its technological properties. Value can be transferred anywhere with Bitcoin without the friction that comes with gold. Transportation, security, time. Bitcoin is digital gold that is more conducive to future generations' use of technology. Can't agree with you more. Despite Bitcoin having recently fallen more than 50% from its record high of 64,000, Culkin discloses that he will continue holding and accumulating. It's very smart man. Volatility is part of crypto. For me, the initial investment thesis remains intact, and I couldn't imagine selling Bitcoin right now due to short-term volatility. My time horizon has always been long, and I view these price movements as opportunities to increase my position. Way to go, Culkin. I just have to give you an applause. Very smart. very smart. Any player or person who converts their salary into cryptocurrencies and they're going to hold it even, oh, that is kudos. You have strong hands. You don't have diamond hands. You're just smart because you understand that this volatility is short term. It's going to rise. You know where it's going to go at in the future. So kudos, Culkin. Alrighty. So that is the NFL news. Let us move on. Korea's crypto market is among the strongest and the strangest in the world. Between strict capital controls and regulations, Korea's cryptocurrency industry is so closed off that Bitcoin commands to a steep premium and DeFi is in its infancy. Yep, we are still in its infancy, people. Another sip. That's a cute little thing. Yeah, Bitcoin right there. Who is this guy? What is that coin supposed to be? Is that supposed to be like Korea's CBDC? Centralized bank something coin? I'm sorry. But let's read the article. On a day in which Bitcoin crashed briefly to 30,000 in a rampant bear market, the leading cryptocurrency never got anywhere close to that on Korean exchanges. The so-called Kimchi Premium saw to that, keeping the price of Bitcoin as much as 5,000 above its level on leading U.S. exchanges. The major reason for this Kimchi Premium is that Korea's exchanges are fairly isolated by a combination of the country's strict capital control laws preventing funds from leaving their country and the tax code and anti-money laundering AML regulations that make it difficult for foreigners to use Korean exchanges. Even giants like Bythum and Upbit without local Korean bank accounts. Nor is that premium the only part of South Korea's crypto industry that sets it apart from the rest of the world. Among other things, the market isolation combined with the extraordinary stability of the Korean won has kept stablecoin usage low and the embrace of decentralized finance, or DeFi, well behind that of the rest of the world. Korea's Bitcoin boom, despite this isolation, Korea's embrace of Bitcoin in particular and cryptocurrency in general is very strong. In April, more than 5 million unique cryptocurrency users, about 10% of the country's population, reportedly bought or sold digital assets at least once since the beginning of 2021. On May 19th, the day the Kimchi Premium hit 5,000, just one Korean exchange, Upbit, had a 24-hour transaction volume of more than $31.5 billion, according to the coin market cap. Add in the rest of the country's big four cryptocurrency exchanges, Bithumb, Corebit, and Coin1, and it was $38.1 billion, substantially more than has been traded recently on the leading Korean stock exchange, KRX. One interesting aspect of Korea's cryptocurrency craze is how broadly it is spread across age groups. One February survey showed that almost half of the users of leading Korean exchanges, Bithumb and Upbit, were in the 40s or 50s. Many of them mothers. That said, a broader survey of Korean crypto exchange apps in March showed that young people dominate the ranks of new Korean crypto users, with those in their 20s and 30s accounting for nearly 2/3 of the new monthly app users in the first 3 months of the year. However, they are investing small amounts, often less than $100. All that's clearly having an impact. Bithumb Korea recently announced that its Q1 2021 net profit was up 876% compared with the previous year. Government roadblocks. At the same time, the Korean government and regulators are far from being fans of cryptocurrency. In February, Bank of Korea Governor Lee Ju-yao told a National Assembly committee hearing that a crypto asset is an asset that has no intrinsic value. He added that it's too difficult to understand why the price of Bitcoin is so high. Korea's crypto regulators also make it difficult for foreign competitors. In December 2020, the world's biggest exchange, Binance, shuttered its Binance Korea operation less than a year after it launched, thanks in large part to a law that banned exchanges operating in the country from sharing order books, meaning Binance Korea could no longer lean on Binance's liquidity. That law came into effect in March 2021, the same month that another leading cryptocurrency exchange, OKX, announced it was shuttering its Korean operations due to the new AML regulations. It also has been suggested that these rules will make it difficult for smaller Korean exchanges to compete with the big four. Not a fan of stable coins? Despite this booming crypto market, Korea is far behind the rest of the world in adoption of stable coins, in no small part because the Korean won is stable enough, but there isn't a strong need for stable coins in the largely walled-off crypto market. Beyond that, the Korean government frowns on stablecoins, according to Oleg Snagin, head of global marketing at Delio, a leading Korean crypto lending and staking firm. That makes exchanges leery of them, he adds. In addition, exchange fees are low, largely in the 0.15% to 0.25% range. At the Big Four, while the fees with withdrawals are fiat and very low, about $1, the fee for moving cryptocurrency directly off can be steep. The Big Four withdrawal fees range from 0.0005 to 0.0015 Bitcoin, with the withdrawal of Bitcoins directly $20 to $60 for one BTC at 40,000, which could help explain why Korean won is the fourth most traded national currency for Bitcoin, behind only Japan yen, the euro, and the dominant US dollar. CeFi DeFi hybrid. One victim of Korea's closed-off crypto market and unfamiliarity with stablecoins is that the booming DeFi industry hasn't had a chance to take hold. Their Schmagen says 2019 became a tipping point for the wide adoption of DeFi globally, but in Korea it was barely recognized, mostly because most of the local retail investors lack experience using overseas crypto services, and the adoption of stablecoins was low, he says. Delio's solution is hybrid centralized decentralization finance model that uses CeFi as a way to build the initial crypto lending ecosystem. That way becoming more and more decentralized over time. In the meantime, the firm realized there is an enormous niche for a CeFi crypto-to-crypto lending service that can serve the needs of the local traders, Smagan says. The firm currently has the 4 CeFi lending offerings, as well as new payment service that lets Delio wallet holders pay with Bitcoin and a network of more than 70 retail firms. Services by payment at MoneyTree. In addition, its Delio liquidity arm provides institutional clients with digital asset loans of between $800,000 and $45 million. Delio offers Bitcoin and Ethereum loans of up to 90% of borrowers, BTC or Ethereum collateral, and also provides lending services to BitThumb customers who can use either BTC or Ethereum or Korean won as collateral. Staking and yield farming are also available. Delio recently passed $2 billion in total value utilized. Delio's DeFi hybrid plans are centered around Ducato, a won-based stablecoin project scheduled to launch in the third quarter of 2021. The KRWD stablecoin, fixed at 1 won, will be generated by collateralizing cryptocurrency. Ducato is a DeFi protocol with its own token, Ducato, which is used to pay fees and for governance, but the CeFi Delio platform provides the stablecoin with a user-friendly interface. Whew, that was a mouthful. I need another sip. Oh, delicious. But yeah, Korea, you are weird, but you're keeping the crypto market strong because, what is that? Your regulations on your money is so good? You keep track of it with all the laws. Communism, I don't know what goes on over there, but yeah, so kudos Korea for keeping your crypto market strong. But good luck with that centralized bank token. I don't see it panning out, but I do see it as a way for you guys, when I say you guys, the government, to keep track of the people of your world. So good luck, banks and governments. Let's move on. We're almost there. Michael Saylor defends Elon Musk Bitcoin mining council against centralization criticism. He also railed against uniform parties and expressed a desire to control the narrative around Bitcoin environmental impact. Here we got Michael Saylor, the CEO of MicroStrategy, one of those companies that owns a buttload of Bitcoin, and he is still collecting more every day. And here we got Musk, the king of tweets and false information. But yeah, Saylor's defending him because they came together to form this council. Let's see what he says. At a brief, at a conference today, MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor spoke about the newly formed Bitcoin Mining Council. He claimed that the council, which involves many prominent mining companies, is committed to decentralization, something critics see as a paradox. At CoinDesk Consensus Conference earlier today, Bitcoin evangelist Michael Saylor defended the newly formed Bitcoin Mining Council against criticism that it runs counter to the decentralized spirit of Bitcoin. Saylor announced the council yesterday afternoon after Tesla CEO Elon Musk tweeted about having met with North American Bitcoin miners about sustainability. Saylor describes it as an organization to standardize energy reporting, pursue industry ESG goals, and educate plus grow the marketplace. ESG is an investing strategy centered around environmental, social, and governance concerns. It's a shorthand for sustainability in the corporate sphere. Crypto creds are quick to cry hypocrisy. Saylor and his acolytes, and that word stumped me for a second, like to say that Bitcoin is all about decentralization. That is no central governing body, no oligarchic control over the system. How would consolidating power over the future of the Bitcoin ecosystem square with that mission? And forming a cartel, here's his tweet, and forming a cartel of US-based miners that does the bidding of Elon Musk and Michael Saylor is the next stage of decentralization. Pomp also tweeted that decentralization is the most important feature for a currency moving forward. Musk himself has criticized Bitcoin for being too centralized, criticizing an incident where a single accident in a Chinese coal mine temporarily took around 30% of the total computing power behind Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is actually high centralized. Here's Musk talking about that. And then let's see the article. Yeah, so Sailors and Musk defending it. Oh, look at that. We got two friends. Yes, it is. 4 or 5 is on time for work. Just kidding. I was only 1 minute late today, boys. But thank you for watching my show. I very do appreciate it. All right, let us move on to our last 4 articles of the day. Cardano smart contracts enter critical phase as Hoskins lays out support for DApp developers. Smart contracts are edging near for Cardano, but developers IOG need to get the DApp situation right if it's unsuccessful to compete with Ethereum. What is that? It looks like a little twig with it kind of looks like a cigarette burning on the. What is with these artwork for these articles? Sometimes it just gets too weird. All right, that's weird what Cardano has to do. Input Output Global IOG CEO Charles Hoskins gave an update on the rollout of Cardano smart contracts during his latest live stream. A video shows of interest were his comments on the additional support for the DApp developers as Alonzo races to finish the line. Things look set for an August release date, at which time Cardano will finally get to compete with Ethereum on level footing. The question is, does Cardano have enough overcome Ethereum's significant network effects? Dude, you gotta stop making me laugh. IOG to focus on helping DApp developers. Critics often cite Cardano's lack of smart contracts functionality as a reason why Ethereum is superior. Hoskins has previously addressed this point by likening the criticism to asking why no one is attending a nightclub that has yet to open. A key component to taking on Ethereum is decentralized applications, DApps. After all, what use of smart contract functionality if there are no applications for people to use? This is a point noted by Hoskins, who expressed a desire to get Cardano DApp ready as soon as Alonzo rolls out. Speaking on his late live stream, the IOG boss said, Alonzo is Alonzo because of you guys, not because of us. It's a generic smart contract framework, and really, it's defined by the applications I constructed. With that in mind, Hoskins said IOG would divert additional resources to help DApp developers get their projects to a ship-ready state in time for Alonzo rollout. Over the next 90 days, with extreme interest in making sure that those who have viable projects of the potential for viable projects aren't just left to die on the vine, but rather get the support that they need so that they can take those projects to the next level, he said. Cardano needs dApps to compete in July 2020, Hoskins predicted that July 21 would see thousands of dApps running on Cardano. So here his tweet was, back in July 26, 2020, this time next year, I predict there would be hundreds of assets running on Cardano, thousands of dApps, tons of interesting projects, and lots of unique use and utility. 2021 is going to be so much fun watching Cardano grow and evolve. The community is definitely ready to innovate. Yeah, and Cardano has been growing since then, that's for sure. We had a nice little bull run happening. We had a nice bearish little dump, but now we're hopefully moving back. But no one knows the future. It could go down a little bit more. Bitcoin could go down to 20,000. Ethereum back down to 1,000. Litecoin $40. Nobody knows the future. Just invest your money where you think the market's going to go. Be smart. Don't run on emotions. But yeah, Cardano has ways to needs to get caught up with. Yep, looks like things are getting. How do I even say that? How can I say this? So Hoskins is sweating it maybe because he needs to get this smart contract Alonzo out just in time for the thing, just to have everything go run smoothly. But let's see, we're a couple days. It's May 25th right now, so we're about almost like 6 days away from June. So he's saying that year mark. Woo, kind of close, Hoskins, kind of close. Alrighty, let us move on. Stellar Development Foundation invests $15 million in Latin American crypto startup RTIM. Oh, there we go. The Stellar Development Foundation, SDF, announced today that its venture arm, the SDF Enterprise Fund, invested $15 million in AirTM, a Mexico-based digital wallet and crypto exchange startup. That $15 million investment in Airtime is the SDF's largest investment on record, looking at the 2021 fiscal year. Airtm is Stellar's third investment focused on Latin America and the fifth one overall. Stellar had previously invested $3 million in the Argentinian-based Settle network in December of 2020 and $3 million in US-based Tribal Credit on April 21st. Both with the intent of expanding across border payments in Latin America. This new AirTM investment seeks to do the same, in addition to streaming payment systems and helping to digitize the Latin America's largely cash-based financial system. With this investment and our integration with the Stellar network, we will continue to advance our mission of helping consumers and businesses throughout the developing world access stable money that holds its value, is instant to transfer with no fees, compatibility with the global economy, and can be withdrawn as local currency whenever and wherever it's needed. Send AirTM CEO Ruben Galindo-Steckel in a statement. Other Stellar investments in the 2021 fiscal year, including putting $5 million toward blockchain payment from Wire and $750,000 towards Cowrie, a Nigeria-centered firm aiming to bolster payment systems through Africa. Okay, good luck, Stellar. I don't like you. I know you Ripple guys have your hands all over you, but continue your work. If you're working in Latin America, South America, or whatnot, my money's more on the Divi network. They're set up in Cuba, got banks going around there, and they are going to boom. That's just me from my research. Do your own research. Don't take my word. Do your own research before you do any investments. All right. And we got Mark Cuban right now officially backing Polygon. Woo. Oh, thank you, Rohelios. I do look good. Oh, come on, boys. This is a clean laptop. Let's keep this chat clean. Oh, man. Oh. Am I able to show that? That is just funny. Boom. DJ, why'd you have to write that? Look at the screen. Look at that. I got nothing on here. Look at that. Google, YouTube, StreamYard, Patreon, Kalen Brown, Treasure, Theta, BitTrue, Subsoft, eBay, PayPal. I am a clean boy. I don't do that dirty stuff, you guys. Woo, you guys make me laugh. Alrighty, let us move on. How about we finish the article on Mark Cuban? Billionaire investor Mark Cuban has thrown his weight behind Polygon, according to a new disclosure on one of his websites offering further evidence. The wealthy investors are tapping into the digital asset market despite the recent turmoil. The additional Polygon to the Mark Cuban company's website appears to have made recently and real firms. The billionaire is backing the project. Cuban, who was once polarized figure in the cryptocurrency market, has become a more vocal support for a nascent asset class over the past year. Recently, when Elon Musk decided to stop accepting Bitcoin due to environmental concerns, Cuban said his Dallas Mavericks would continue to accept the digital currency as payment. Cuban also acknowledged that the cryptocurrencies are beginning to reflect real demand for the utility, arguing the future industry remains bright. Having more TPS and lower gas fees is not enough. There must be current network effect in significant user growth. This challenge for most L1s and L2s because few exceptions, marketing in crypto universe is beyond awful. His backing of Polygon is hardly surprising given the network's rapid extension this year, formerly known as Matic. Polygon is a multi-chain scaling solution designed to make Ether-based transactions more efficient, as Cointelegraph recently reported. Polygon user base grew by 75,000 in just 1 week, highlighting growing demand for layer 2 solutions. The influx of users generated nearly 1 billion in volumes. When asked about what made Polygon stand out versus other second layer scaling solutions, Cuban told Cointelegraph that he was an active user in adding. It is fast, it works well, and most importantly, their user base is growing exponentially. In terms of what Mark Cuban companies brings to Polygon, the billionaire investor said, I can give them people marketing, and we in the process of integration, creating platforms to extend NFTs and personal galleries. Sandeep Roy, Polygon's chief operational officer, described his conversation with Cuban as truly mind-blowing, adding, it was so spectacular to know that the nuances of the industry, the tech and adoption we had figured out after months of grind, he was already thinking about those and had those questions in mind. So yeah, Mark Cuban is an investor. Sure, he had dollars going. Probably has a little bit more of an understanding now. Maybe he's doing some more research, but yeah, he's asking those questions, but he's also a businessman. Way to go, Mark Cuban. All right, lastly, we made our final article. Traditional hedge funds look to deploy more capital into crypto. PricewaterhouseCoopers. Look at this, a nice little crypto bull. I'm sure that's a Bitcoin back there. My doggy. Global accounting and business consulting firm PricewaterhouseCoopers, PwC, is revealing that legacy hedge funds are contemplating increasing their investments in crypto assets before the end of the year. In the firm's latest crypto hedge fund report, PwC says that a large majority of traditional hedge funds that have invested in cryptocurrencies plan to increase their allocations to the nascent sector before the end of the year. Around a fifth of hedge funds are investing in digital assets, 21%, the average percentage of their total hedge fund AUM invested in digital. Where did that go? Oh my gosh, I got lost right there. Invested in digital assets is 3% more than 85% of those hedge funds intend to deploy more capital into the assets class by the end of 2021. Why is my dog being all playful? Traditional hedge funds that have made investments in crypto have allocated about 3% of their assets under management according to the PwC. PwC adds that 57.1% of non-crypto hedge funds invested in digital assets for general diversity purposes. About 29% of the funds are seeking exposure to new value creation ecosystem. Only 4% they are looking for a hedge inflation. In addition, PwC highlights the hurdles that traditional hedge funds face in investing in cryptocurrencies. Per the PwC report, more than half of the hedge funds interviewed would initiate increased investments in crypto if these obstacles were eliminated. All right, so it looks like in this crypto world, hedge funds are putting more and more money into this market. So it's up to you people. There's only 21 million Bitcoin, 4 to 5 million are gone forever, and rich people will keep buying. Now we got the hedge funds. People with access to billions of dollars going to be pumping some funds in the crypto world. So yeah, get it while you can. Let's take a look at the coin market cap. Bitcoin's currently sitting at $38,200. Ethereum's at $26.98. Binance Coin's still at $3.43. Cardano's at $1.58. XRP still went down under to 97 cents. Dogecoin is at 34 cents. We'll see if he can do another rise back, but if you keep printing tokens, I don't see it. The Internet Computer token is at 135. Litecoin 183. Still a great price. Hope to see you go up. Chainlink is at 27.76. Stellar's 42 cents. Solana's 30. Theta 680. And Aave's at 372. Lastly, let's take a look at the Fear to Greed Index. This is always something great to look at because in times of greed, it's good to be fearful. And when people are fearful, you should be greedy. We're currently sitting at a 22 in extreme fear. Yesterday was a 22 as well. So there has been no movement since yesterday, which this is a great number to be at. The market is fearful. So that is a great time to be greedy and stock up on that BTC. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love the chit chat we had going on in the comments. I love the support from my coworkers. And again, if this video brought you some insight and knowledge, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends. If you want to check out my Patreon, I'm still working on it. Just scan your phone up to that link up there, and I'll take you right there. So as always, guys, happy Tuesday. Eat a big old fish taco for me, and I will see you tomorrow.